Hey everybody, welcome back to In My Head, a podcast where I let you into the cracks and crevices of my mind. My name is Shay and I am so excited that you guys have joined me today. We are in a new location, obviously. I'm trying a little green screen action right now. Is this going to be permanent? Is it not? Who knows? But we're gonna see how this goes so far. My school has like the best fucking resources fucking ever. Like literally they just let you rent like anything. Like I can get a fucking telescope if I wanted to. I say that all to say the lovely Oklahoma State University campus has this amazing studio room where it's like a fucking green screen. I can rent out a camera, a mic. Like this is fucking awesome, right? Like truly, I really feel like if you really have like a dream or like really something that you really want to do, like there's ways to make sure you could fucking do that shit. Like I feel like so many people, and myself included, like I always do this. I make so many excuses. Oh, I can't do this because I don't have access to this, or I can't record a podcast episode because I don't have whatever. Go out and fucking figure it the fuck out. Like even if you just need to like do something on like a slider scale, I mean like a fucking phone camera will like do you fucking justice. Anyways, I'm not gonna get on here and start ranting. Hi, it's been a cool fucking minute. Honestly, I've had so many fucking episodes in my head. See what I did there? In my head, lol. I've had so many different like concepts and ideas and whatnot, and I've recorded so many episodes in like the past few months, and all of them are just like not where I want them to be. I did an interview with a friend of mine and it was great. It was so amazing. Like the conversation flowed really nicely. I had a guest on. He was great. He gave a lot of insightful information. It was awesome and I really, really wanted to get that out for you guys. The only problem was the audio was fucking trash. The audio was absolutely terrible. Completely my fault. I did not come completely prepared. But now I know. And I feel so bad because it was so good. It could have been great fucking content. But, you know, like, I want to produce things that are quality. And I don't want to just half-ass shit. So I want to make sure that whenever I'm actually uploading shit for you guys to listen to, that it's stuff that you guys would actually want to listen to. Like, who wants to listen to an hour long of fucking shit audio? Like, no one wants to do that. No one's going to watch that. Anyways, how have you guys been? I don't even know. How have I been? Honestly, when was the last time I even fucking uploaded? Honestly, it was probably like, probably when I was on Christmas break. So life update, I'm 20 now. Yay! I've been 20 for like 3 fucking months now. And let me tell you, I already understand when people tell you that like your 20s are like, oh my god, it's the weirdest fucking thing ever. And especially being like exactly 2-0, it's like I'm literally still a teenager. Like I'm literally still a girl. Like what the fuck? And so like I feel like I'm entering this space of like having to be a real fucking adult. And how the fuck do you do that? I have no fucking idea. So I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how to function in society independently. And that's definitely a work in progress, to say the least. But I've already learned so many lessons, and you guys know what I love to do best. When I learn something about life, I love to sit down and talk to the camera and tell you guys all about it. So let's get into friendships, relationships, all of the fucking above. You know what? My favorite thing to like talk about or like ponder or reflect over is like human experiences, right? I just love human like interactions. I love watching people. I love people watching. I love seeing people just do dumb shit like fucking skateboarding. Like what the fuck? You know how to skateboard? Whoa, I cannot do that. I really love human experiences. I really love just kind of watching people do random shit, just being a fucking person existing in the world. And so something I really pay a lot of attention to is just watching people kind of how they navigate through like human relationships. I think the connections and the relationships that we build with other people, I feel like that is the most important thing in life ever. Like you could say it's money, you could say it's whatever, is no. I really feel like having meaningful connections and like a sense of like community is like genuinely like what we humans need. Like fucking money and fucking fame or sex or whatever bullshit, whatever the fuck, like that doesn't give you like a will to fucking, okay, you know what, if I had like $1 million, that would give me a strong will to live. So let me not say that shit. But I feel like none of that would actually matter unless you have valuable people in your life. And so something that I've learned in the past few months is that sometimes you do make connections with people and you do find valuable people in your life, but sometimes those people are not meant to stay long. Not at all. And so something that I've just really noticed about myself lately is just like how I've kind of been dealing with learning about, like we're all on one big fucking journey, right? If we're lucky, we'll cross paths with someone who makes a significant impact on us, right? And so when we find these people, those are the people we want to just hold on to for fucking ever. Like, stay by my side for the rest of eternity, please. Like, I love you, right? At least that's how I am. Like, I love the people that I love. I love the people that I love. And I want to scoop them all up and just hold on to them for fucking eternity, right? That is not realistic at fucking all. Because you know what? To be so fucking honest, sometimes you just really gotta drop a bitch. Not even like point blank period. You just really have to drop a bitch. You gotta cut a hoe. What? And so that's something that I've just really been kind of dealing with, because I'm a person, I'm always constantly stuck in the fucking past. Like, at all times, right? I'm always thinking about a past experience. I'm always cringing at myself from something embarrassing I did in the past. I'm always pondering on good moments. Nostalgia feels like fucking grief to me, right? Like moments that we will never get back. Like I always reflect on those moments with like this strong sense of like impending doom. I guess I'm like afraid that like I'm never going to get moments like that ever again, even though that's not true. And I do, and I will continue to do so. But like sometimes it just feels like, I just really wish I can go back to a certain moment or a certain feeling, or I wish I could reconnect with a certain person. And that's just not what life does. That's just not what that's just not what the fuck happens. And so I really think that a part of like kind of like growing up, I guess, is just learning how to like let go of the past, right? I had a really, really close friend of mine. She was my best friend. Like we did everything together. We were like sisters, like genuinely like always at her house, always going somewhere, always on like just like we were just so connected, right? We were so close, right? It was literally to the point where like people thought that was my girlfriend. Like, and that was not the case at all. Like we were so platonic. It was not that at all. We just genuinely were just so close, right? And so after a series of events happened and we stopped being friends, that genuinely felt like a breakup. Like that genuinely felt like heartbreak. Like it was like I lost like a part of me, right? Because she was such a big part of like my daily routine and like my daily life, and she like kind of molded into all different aspects of my life, and just like not having that was just so hard for me to grasp. And so for months after, I didn't know what to do. And so I have very unhealthy attachment styles to people. I don't know what the psychological term, you psychology people out there, let me know. But I have this thing where like if I feel close to you, I'm going to feel like my life is over when you're not there anymore. There's just no sense of like independency. And so after losing her, like I couldn't, my mind could not understand that like, oh, we're just like not gonna talk again. And so like it was like constant reaching out and constant just like talk to me, and it's just like you just gotta let shit go and let shit be what the fuck it is. And truly, like, the biggest thing that I learned from that experience is that you can let something or someone go and still have so much love for, like, the experience. Like, no matter how hurt I was over, like, the ending of that relationship, I am so grateful to have had an experience in my life where it made me that sad to lose them, you know? Because not many people, like, have that luxury. Not many people could cross paths with people who, like, have such a significant impact on them. And so kind of the way that I've been trying to, like, reframe my thinking is that I still have so much love for this person, but I love myself a little bit more. So I gotta kind of take a step back and, like, let bygones be by fucking gones. Because, like, what the fuck can you do? Not fucking shit, right? Literally not fucking shit. And so I've just kind of had to learn that, like, sometimes endings are necessary, and endings are sometimes beginnings for new things and new adventures. And you can reflect on that, and it doesn't have to be like, fuck them, fuck that. Unless they're a grimy fucking bitch. All you grimy hoes, fuck you. Fucking fall in a ditch for all I give a fuck. But, like, those people that you truly had love and care for, like, you could still look back on those experiences with, like, fondness and, like, appreciation, you know, and gratitude. I think that I've kind of been trying to take those lessons into, like, other aspects and other relationships in my life now. Like, I have another friend who, this person's still very present in my life to this day, but the dynamic of our friendship has changed significantly. This is a person that, like, we were, like, also so close, like, talked to them every day, saw them almost every day, like, they were a big part of my daily routine. I guess it's kind of a trend, like, if you get close enough to me, like, we're like, you know, we're just one. And so me and this person, like, that was, like, my favorite human being in the fucking world. Like, literally my favorite person in the world. And so coming to college and life starts kicking your ass, right? Things change. And a lot of things happened between me and this person to where the dynamic of our friendship has changed, like, so much. And something that I've been having to grasp with that situation is that sometimes people don't have the same perspectives of things. Like I said, I hold on so much to the past. So when I started noticing that things between me and this person were just not how they once were, like, I felt like I was grieving, like, the dynamic that we once had. And I couldn't grasp that people change, and I've changed, and they've changed, and, like, life experiences, like, reshape your whole way of thinking about every fucking thing. And I couldn't grasp that, you know, we're gonna grow and evolve into different people, and with that, you know, sometimes the energy flows are different. I was always in, like, a constant state of, like, sadness over this, because, like I said, this person is still to this day still very much in my life. And sometimes I'll have interactions with them where, like, beforehand, like, oh, like, we might have cracked up laughing at some shit, or, like, fucking they might have reacted a certain way to certain things, and just, like, now some of that energy has been tethered a bit to where it's not the same, and it's not that same bubbly, flowy, and I just couldn't understand, like, how were we like this and now we're like this? Like, how did we go from point A to point B? And how are you just so okay with that? Like, this, I was so upset and so hurt because this person does a great job at just, like, kind of flowing with shit and just kind of moving with the waves that life throws, right? And I'm just not that type of person at all. So I don't even know if this person has even noticed the shift in our dynamic, or if it's just me. That doesn't really fucking matter. All I know is that they did not have the same sense of, I guess, pain. I feel like that's really, like, fucking extra. Like, I feel like a pick-me-ass bitch for saying that. Like, oh, this brought me so much pain. But, like, genuinely, like, it hurt, you know? And I feel like this person was just not hurt over the fact that, like, shit was different. Like, they just did not give a fuck that shit was different. And so for the longest time, I was like, how can you not give a fuck? What the fuck? Like, I just couldn't understand that. And so now looking back, I think that they were just able to kind of grasp the concept of change a lot quicker than I was, and a lot easier than I've ever been able to. And so now I kind of look at it like, okay, you know, this is how life is supposed to be. Like, we're entering real life adulthood and shit, and functioning in the world, and with that you become different fucking people, and that's how it's supposed to be. You know, life is supposed to be about change and growth, and we're not supposed to stay stagnant. And I think that is the most beautiful thing that I have learned, is that it's okay to not be who you once were. In fact, that's exactly how it should be. If you are still the same person that you were a year ago, and you have not elevated in any way, you're doing something fucking wrong. If you are looking at your life a year ago from right now, and you do not feel any sense of growth in any area of your life, then you need to go do some fucking soul searching, and you need to really take a deep dive and look within yourself as to why you're not fucking changing. And for the longest time, I was one of those people. I'm like, why the fuck is my life not getting any better? Why do I still feel like shit? Why is everything still in shambles? And why do I feel like life is just going to crumble and fall on top of me at any fucking given moment? And that was because, like, I just didn't have that growth mindset, that mindset of like, oh, you got to keep going. You got to keep elevating. I've just never been that type of bitch that could just keep fucking going. And I've always envied people who can just take the punches and roll with it, because I do not know how to do that. But I am learning. And I think that's the most important part, you know, as long as you are trying to achieve a better mindset and a better lifestyle for yourself. Like, that's what it's all about. And I think the most beautiful thing about all of it is that I learned this because of unfortunate human experiences that I've had. I've learned these things because of moments of pain, of moments of heartbreak, of dark fucking times. My biggest takeaway, and the biggest thing that I've just been trying to like build upon these last few months, is that everything is always going to change, but you got to keep fucking pushing. And truly, like, without going through those challenging and dark times, like, I would still be stagnant, and I would still be in the same mental space that I was, which was not a good one, you know? And I feel like such a hypocrite for saying this shit, because I mean, I'm I am the biggest self-pitying person ever. Like, I will wallow in my fucking sadness. If something is going on in my life, I just feel like the world is ending, and I'm gonna feel like this for fucking ever, and nothing's ever gonna be okay again. But that's not true at all. That is not true at all. You are feeling that way to lead you to something bigger than what you can even fucking see right now. Swipe those tears, girl. Go smoke a blunt or some shit. Like, you're gonna be okay. I promise you. Anyway, so that was a short little rant for you guys. I hope that you took away some kind of valuable information out of this. And maybe I just rambled and talked your fucking ear off. But if you are still here, thank you so much for sticking around and listening to me. I genuinely feel like this is such like a safe space for me, because it's literally just me, a microphone, and a camera. But like, I feel like, you know, like I see, like, I get messages from some of you guys, like, you guys telling me like things that I say resonate with you, and sometimes I feel like I'm talking for no fucking reason, but you guys reassure me that I'm not. So I hope that I did my due diligence today, and that I have left you with some words of wisdom. Like I said, wipe those tears and go smoke a blunt. Like, what the fuck? Spark up. You'll feel a lot better. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you are following me on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, every fucking where. I'm everywhere. There's no reason you should not be fucking listening to me. So go tell your friends. Send this to your fucking bullshit ex-boyfriend. Send this to your best friend who needs to get her fucking head out the gutter and get her shit together. Because it's almost hot girl summer. So we got to start hot girling now. The fuck? But thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you guys next time I let you in my head. Bye.